All right, he raced number 3 of 4 for the Friesen Performance IMCA Modifieds. Michael Eguerola in the 21 Junior from Morano will start inside pole. Kenny Hatfield to his outside from Kearney in the 147. Last night's winner, originally out of Pahrump, Nevada, now calling Fargo, North Dakota home. The 48K, Colin Hibden starting third. Timothy Allerdings in the 27 from Prescott Valley fourth. Sean Strand from Mandan, North Dakota, the 99 starts fifth. Ryan Roth in the Chris Anderson-owned 57 from Peoria will start in sixth. Luke Silber in the 101 from Levine will start in seventh. And Tucson's Lucas Tejas in the 520T will round up the starting grid in position number 8. Eguerola, the 21 Junior, 18th last night, 25th the night before. Kenny Hatfield, the 147, 23rd last night, finished 21st on night number 1 here at the Showdown, presented by Toast Construction. Colin Hibden, always fast when it comes to specials. And it'll be interesting to see if he can repeat and become the third different winner in as many years. Jake O'Neill winning the inaugural edition in 2022, and Jeff Taylor, the most recent champion in this division. Kenny Hatfield, the 1993 Mountain Region champion in the Modifieds, also 2000 Arizona State champ. And in those same years, won the championship in Peoria at Canyon Speedway Park. Green flag is out. Heat race number 3 is underway as we welcome in our live look-in audience, courtesy of My Race Pass on Facebook, on YouTube. We're live here at Central Arizona Raceway in Casa Grande, Arizona.
Watch that 48 machine. Last night's feature winner, Colin Hibden, climbs the ladder, not wasting any time. He will lead lap number 1, slicing and dicing all the way around the racetrack. Now it'll take the field up there to the outside, down the back straightaway they run. Hibden, your race leader. Eguerola Jr. back in second. Here comes another quick car this week in the 99 of Sean Strand. He'll go catfishing, trying to find himself a P2 at the line.
Sean Strand, the 10-time and defending Dakota Speedway track champion in his native Mandan, North Dakota, is a close third. Yeah, trying to find a way around Eguerola, looking for that necessary dive underneath them, side by side, trying to drag race off of the fourth corner. As, oh boy, Luke Silber nearly got into the fence in corner number 4.
Silber ruffled the quarter panel just a little bit as he has got a fantastic view of this 2-car battle side by side for second and third. Down around the bottom, you've got the 99 of Sean Strand. He'll slide it on up, take the line away. But also up top, Eguerola Jr. got a little bit of a bobble on the outside line as he'll fall now back in line as everybody's starting to rip it up to the outside groove as the day keeps on trucking on by.
Looking to complete lap number 5 this time around. That will bring us to 3 to go. Your leader is Colin Hibden. Sean Strand, Michael Eguerola Jr. is third. Luke Silber, Timothy Allerdings, the top 5. Then beyond that, Ryan Roth, then Kenny Hatfield, and Lucas Tejas.
Battle back here at the tail end of your field between Hatfield and Tejas as Tejas trying to move him up one more spot. As they go off into 3 and 4. Both drivers right there on that thin line against the marbles on the top of the speedway. As laps continue to wind on down. It's 2 more to go as coming out of turn number 4 this time. Colin Hibden, he'll see the white flag fluttering. 1 more lap to go in heat 3.
Colin Hibden trying to secure the heat race win. He's 4 corners away from doing so. A pretty successful 2024 season, winning the Don Gumke Memorial and the Stock Car Stampede, the modified portions of those shows at Jamestown Speedway in North Dakota. And earlier this spring, the Bill and Shirley Meyer Memorial at Mojave Valley Raceway. And checkered flag drops Colin Hibden, your winner. Heat race number 3 for the Friesen Performance IMCA Modified. Second will be Sean Strand, Michael Eguerola Jr., Luke Silber, Timothy Allerdings, the top 5. Ryan Roth finishes 6th, and Kenny Hatfield will win the battle with Lucas Tejas for position number 7. For those of you at the live look-in, this is the 3rd and final night here at the Showdown, presented by Toast Construction here in Casa Grande, Arizona, Central Arizona Raceway. If you like what you're seeing, we've got some great cars and stars here in the American Southwest. Log on to IMCA TV and order your viewing pass for the rest of the night. And while you're watching this, be sure to comment. Let us know where you're from, but we also want to let you know be sure to give thanks to our good friends at My Race Pass for providing this free live look-in for you. We'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want some more content, definitely comment and comment kindly of your appreciation of My Race Pass, of course, is heat race number 4 ready to go.
Final heat here for your modifieds. Braxton Yeager, the 33BY out of Green River, Wyoming, your pole sitter. Robbie Sawyer in the X out of Bakersfield, California, lines up outside. Spencer Wilson, the 75 out of Minot, North Dakota. It'll be the 413 of Tate Johnson from Medicine Lake, Montana. Row number 3, it's Bryson Yeager, the 33Y out of Green River. And from Yuma, it's Marvin Mueller, the 55. Rick Akers out of Tucson, the 16. Your final starter here in the final heat for the IMCA Modifieds.
All right, 2022 Sweetwater Speedway Modified Champion in Rock Springs, Wyoming. Talking about Braxton Yeager, last night's 5th-place finisher. And the driver that finished one position better than him last night, the 2017 California State Champ and 2019 Bakersfield Speedway Champion, that's Robbie Sawyer in the Rob Gallagher-fielded X entry. Green is out. 4th and final heat race is underway.
That blue 75 machine marching towards the front. Spencer Wilson up into 3rd. Now going to go to work on the back bumper here of the X machine. They'll slide up the racetrack, those. Lap number 1. Braxton Yeager, Robbie Sawyer, 1-2. Wilson running in that 3rd spot as here comes Wilson's chance to look to the inside as the X machine up the hill.
Spencer Wilson trying to make it level pegging, going down the back straightaway. The 2-time North Dakota State Champ in 2015 Nodak Speedway Champion in Minot. And Bryson Yeager trying to get in the fray as well. Last night's runner-up in the 33Y.
33Y of Yeager. He'll go top. Now we'll slice it through the middle, trying to move up into 3rd. You've got Robbie Sawyer. Right now, the challenge for the 33Y car is everybody now going to start to go down to the bottom of the racetrack, except for your race leader, Braxton Yeager, still wheeling and dealing up around the top shelf. Everybody slices around. 5 more laps to go.
So it's Braxton Yeager, Spencer Wilson, Robbie Sawyer, Bryson Yeager, the 2-time and defending, winning the last 2 seasons, the championship at Sweetwater Speedway. And last year in 2023, Diamond Mountain Speedway in Vernal, Utah, track championships in the modifieds. We've got Tate Johnson in the 413 rounding up the running order of the top 5 runners, but the 55, Marvin Mueller, trying to get in on the action.
Mueller going to dive up to the outside line as Tate down around the bottom, down the front straightaway. That is the battle for your 5th position out on the racetrack. Off into 1 and 2 they both go. Mueller still ripping the lip. Now he's going to get some good momentum off of 2. Down the back straightaway. He's got the nose to the quarter panel. It's as far as he's going to get in this battle at the moment, but still another set of corners. Trying to run him down, see what it can make happen this time down the front straightaway.
Laps are winding down here quickly, but so far the 2022 Williston Basin Speedway Northern Sport Mod Champion and Tate Johnson successfully defending 5th from Marvin Mueller. White flag is out, 1 to run here at the Big House.
Off of 2, final time for your modified heat racing action as it is Braxton Yeager, 33BY. He'll take the field to the bottom of 3 and 4. Checkered flag up. Heat 4, it'll be the 33BY. Braxton Yeager picking up the win. 2nd will go to the 75, Spencer Wilson. Robbie Sawyer holding on to that 3rd spot in the X. 33Y, Bryson Yeager is 4th. The 413, Tate Johnson. 55, Marlon Mueller and Rick Akers in the 16. Your 7 cars here in Heat 4.
All right, so like we said, modifieds are done. It's going to be Friesen Performance IMC Northern Sport Mods coming up next. Then we'll have the Sunoco IMCA Hobby Stocks, and then the Stealth Racing IMCA Stars Mod Lights will be the cap as far as the heat races are concerned. Then we'll have a pair of B mains for the modifieds, pair of B mains for the sport mods. Then we will get into the features, the 5 features, and crown our 2024 Showdown presented by Toast Construction champions. Do want to let you know, racing going to be taking place here next weekend. You'll have the Harvest Hustle, and that's definitely going to be a show to not miss. Going to be some great action here at Central Arizona Raceway. Each and every one of you are invited to come on out, as it will be the 29th and 30th. Looks like they've got let's see, we've got the 4 IMCA divisions of the stock cars, modified, sport mods, and hobby stocks. Looks like pure stocks and dwarf cars going to be in the house as well. So if you're here in the local area and want to catch some more racing here, looks like that'll be the final slate for 2024 before we gear up for the IMCA TV Winter Nationals presented by Pit Stop Motorsports from January 7th to the 18th. And that's coming up quickly. We'll be flipping our calendars and getting ready for 2025 action here very shortly. So a little bit of a track prep session going to take place here. It is going to be quick, so there's not going to be a huge delay here. But for those of you on the My Race Pass live look-in audience, whether on Facebook or YouTube, football or racing, what have you been watching today is the question. I guess we should specify like what specific team you've been watching. So some of us were trying to catch up on it a little bit prior to getting things rolling here. Yeah, in the production truck there was like a pair of Viking fans and a lone Bear fan, and I think things were tense and quiet. What about you, Tanner?
I'm kind of afraid to say this, but I'll go with it. I'm a Broncos fan. We'll see how they do, because I think the game's just getting ready to start or is just underway there, so we'll see how they go today.
Okay. My fiance's team is playing actually the Arizona Cardinals, the Seahawks, and then my team, the 49ers, got the Packers, but I have not seen – you get into race mode, right? And you get like tunnel vision, and you're in the eye of the storm, and everything else is just kind of, you're oblivious to everything else for a few hours.
I've definitely kind of forgot that other sports exist while up here in the booth, but nonetheless, there's some others going around in the country here.
Yeah, the last few weeks it's been wild at my house on Saturdays for college football because there's like 6 screens going on, and I think I've watched pretty much every televised game in the last few months. And then the one day I only watch one game, Ohio State and Indiana, and the whole world goes crazy, college football, with upsets and defeats and tournament shakeups and all sorts of wild and crazy stuff. So we're going to kick it to an interview that we caught up with promoter Brad Whitfield talking about the IMCA TV Winter Nationals presented by Pit Stop Motorsports. That's going to be coming up here on January 7th and 18th, as well as some of the wonderful stuff they've been doing here at Central Arizona Raceway. Well, race fans, with promoter of Central Arizona Raceway, Brad Whitfield. Brad, wow, what a sensational weekend that the Showdown presented by Toast Construction has been. It's a real primer for the IMCA TV Winter Nationals coming up, presented by Pit Stop Motorsports. A fine testament. We're going to see some excellent racing from January 7th to the 18th.
Absolutely. It's exceeded my expectations, and we're really excited. The racing Friday night was great. Last night, we worked on the racetrack a little bit at intermission, and it really produced some really, really good racing all night long.
I definitely got to commend you for the efforts of just facelifting this facility. Not to say that it was bad to start with, but just, taking the next steps and just improving things a little here and there. But, I mean, you guys have taken big swings in just the last month, and it sounds like there's a couple more things in store, too.
Yeah, there really is. We, since moving Winter Nationals to Central Arizona Raceway from Kokopaw, that place will always have a special place in my heart. It's where I got my start in promoting. It's where we really started growing Winter Nationals and built it to what it is today. We really need to do some facelift renovations here at Central Arizona Raceway, and we've begun that. The wall around it has really changed the racing, and now we're building the billboard wall to go around it as the catch fence. I call that today's work is tomorrow's money. And it's really changed the dynamic. We put suites in, we put new bathrooms in, and we're not done. We'll have the catch wall done, before Winter Nationals gets here. But you guys are in for a real treat when this thing rolls in.
Well, I think for people that may be on the fence or unsure if they want to attend, tell you what, it's greatly located. It's just off of I-10. It's not too far to Phoenix, not too far to Tucson. We got a few days off during those couple of weeks, and there's some great things to do in the local community that supports this racetrack.
Yeah, absolutely. Casa Grande is right dead center between Phoenix and the Tucson metro areas. We have some great golf courses here. We're putting together some a motorcycle rally on the first Saturday of Winter Nationals. We're going to do a 5K walk run to benefit breast cancer or cancer awareness in general. And we're doing a rib cook-off this year. Again, we let that go last year. We're bringing that back. There's just a lot to do, and there's the Andretti go-kart experience up in the valley. So racers can take a day off and go racing. They can take their wives, girlfriends, significant others to the valley and do some shopping. Casa Grande has some really good shopping, some great restaurants around here, and great supporters of Central Arizona Raceway.
And for folks that may be looking for further information, what's the best places for them to log online?
CentralAZRaceway.com is our website. It's got all the information that you need on there, and our Facebook page is obviously Central Arizona Raceway, and then we have an Instagram page. It's Central Arizona Raceway 3, I believe, is what that is. But and they can always give us a call. Our phone numbers are readily available on the websites and so on and so forth.
Awesome. Really looking forward to it. And again, such a great job. It was like Disneyland before it opened just a couple days ago. We were practicing and there was still construction work being done, and it's just awesome to see that effort being put into racetracks, especially here.
Yeah, absolutely. And thanks to my team. I have a great team behind me that really got after it. You're right. We were working on the bathrooms and showers until I think midnight that night, but they're up and running and ready to go. And I'm going to commend you and Tanner. What a great duo that we have had this weekend, and I hope to see that you guys are together in the near future as well.
Well, I'm looking forward in whatever capacity. It's always a pleasure to work with you and be a part of some of your shows. It's greatly fantastic. I'm expecting a great car count and, of course, some great racing.
Yeah, absolutely. Our car counts don't look like they're going to be off from what they've been. I think if anything, they're going to be up because we have more of the Tucson guys and the Phoenix guys that normally get to race with on a weekly basis. Couldn't take 2 weeks off and go to Yuma. I think you'll see the counts even go higher, Fridays and Saturdays during Winter Nationals. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the fan base here. We have a lot of winter visitors that love racing. 2 p.m. start time, that's going to help as well. The weather's great. It'll be great in January, as I anticipate, as it always is in Yuma. Again, I'm sad to see Cocopah Speedway go, but, sometimes we just have to move on.
Well, there you have it. There's very few reasons, there's no reasons actually that you shouldn't be here January 7th to the 18th, Central Arizona Raceway in Casa Grande, Arizona, the IMCA TV Winter Nationals presented by Pit Stop Motorsports. Check it out. Mark your calendars. Make your reservations. We'll see you here. But if you can't make it live in person, you can watch all the action on IMCA TV. That's IMCA TV, where America comes to watch racing. Well, welcome back here. The final night of the Showdown presented by Toast Construction here at Central Arizona Raceway in Casa Grande, Arizona. If you're just joining us, just a brief track prep session as we are through 2 of our 5 divisions in heat race action. We'll have the Freeze and Performance IMC Northern Sport mods come up. They have 4 heat races and then a pair of heat races for both the looks like just 1 heat race, correction, for the Sunoco IMCA Hobby Stocks, and then a pair of heat races for the Stealth Racing IMCA Stars Mod Lights. 2 B mains for the modifieds, 2 B mains for the sport mods, and we already have figured out who is going to be in those B mains. For those of you maybe listening and wondering, is my favorite driver or drivers in, want to let you know the top 16 that are locked into tonight's feature. Colin Hibden, the High Point driver. Sean Strand, Jason Knoll, Chaz Baca Jr., Austin Kuhl, the top 5. Braxton Yeager, 6th. Joey Price, 7th. Spencer Wilson, 8th. Luke Silver, 9th. Matt Crafton, 10th. Trevor Miller, 11th. Casey Dykeman, 12th. Bill Miller, 13th. Cole Charneski, 14th. Robbie Sawyer, 15th. And the lucky driver with the 16, Bryson Yeager, by just 1 point over Michael Eguirola. That's how close it is, especially when you factor in passing and finishing points. And we've got several top-tier drivers that are going to look to find their pathway into the A main event through those pair of B mains.
You know, we've kind of hammered on it all weekend long here that points are going to be the name of the game here, especially in the modifieds and the sport mods, as they got to go through the B mains for those classes. And you can see just 1 point could make or break your night, and maybe have to go through a B main, and anything can happen in those, as we've seen this weekend as well.
It's one of those cases we said a 1.5 drop if you get past. So essentially, Bryson Yeager, if he had given up one position, would be having to figure his way out of a B main, which that changes your mentality of the relief of being locked in, not having to mess with a consolation feature, and I wouldn't say relax, because it's high intense action here. It has been all weekend long, but a great sense of relief that you're not having to deal with the B main, because we've seen some great B mains, but we've seen some unfortunate things happen in some of the B mains too, with drivers racing hard for transfer positions.
That's 10 more laps on your tires, 10 more laps on your engines, 10 more laps on you physically as a driver. So, use the word relax loosely, but it's a little less stress than what's already piled on there as you're trying to, maybe make a couple setups to your car and try to get it dialed in for what's in store for the rest of the night here.
And again, there may be several people throughout the course of the weekend here at the Showdown presented by Toast Construction that have maybe tuned in on some of the live look-ins or even on IMCA TV for the whole entire night and have wondered, wait, this isn't Casa Grande. Casa Grande doesn't have a wall. What's going on here? Well, around a month or so ago, they put a retaining wall with these K-rails all around the outside, and it used to not be there, obviously. So what would happen is if you went off the top of corners 1 and 2 or 3 and 4, you were going for a ride. Worst case scenario, you just kind of disappear and we'd have to throw the yellow. Best case scenario, I think I said that. It's been a long weekend. Worst case scenario, you were going to be breakdancing, essentially, off of the corner. And what's happened is we have a retaining wall. Now, you don't want to be too friendly with the retaining wall because it's not a friendly object at all times.
We've seen some drivers make some hard contact with the wall here this weekend, and we've also seen some very light contact that didn't seem like it was all that much, but it sent drivers whether into the hot pit to maybe change a tire, just check things over, and even drivers had to take their cars pit side just with some minor contact with this wall all the way around.
Well, you got your phone busted out there, and hopefully everyone's playing nice in the comments section. We got some folks tuning in, letting us know where they're from. That's great. It's always great to see the sort of variety of the audience that IMCA TV is able to capture.
So far we've got Iowa, Nevada, a couple from Nebraska, one from Alaska.
All right, getting the last-minute touches here for heat race number 1 of 4 for the Friesen Performance IMC Northern Sport Mods. By the way, do want to let you know, maybe you're in the live viewing audience and you wanted to catch last night, or maybe you missed Friday night. Want to let you know you can just go on the IMCA TV and get the replay subscription for $24.99. Do want to let you know, doesn't cover live events, but it will cover past video on demand events of thousands and thousands of racing action, including last year's Showdown presented by Toast Construction, the Speedway Motors IMCA Super Nationals fueled by Casey's, the Clash on the Coast in Florida, the Dakota Classic Modified Tour in North Dakota and Saskatchewan, Canada. You've also got the IMCA Wild West Speed Week, which takes place in the Pacific Northwest. You've got tons and tons of great action. Harris Clash. It's a racer's dream. You could be on there forever and binge watch. You saw me in the Airbnb. I was watching the Natural State Nationals at $2 Pistol Speedway in Plummerville, Arkansas, as well as the Race for Hope 71 at Batesville Motor Speedway. Just taking some notes and logging some data for my crazy archive system that I have here. So it's a great way to see racing in different parts of the country, and just shows you all the wonderful competitors that race each and every week in the Speedway Motors IMCA Weekly Racing Program. And it's brought together by the by the satellite network of so many great affiliates, whether it be Low Budget TV in Southern California, Dirt Oval TV, Advantage TV, Dirt Race Central. Just an amazing job, and even the local tracks that have their local pay-per-views that do it themselves. All right, getting set for the lineup here in heat race number 1. Your defending race winner, Bryson Curry out of Levine in the 101 BC, starts inside pole. George Franzman Jr. out of Surprise in the 41 Junior to his outside. Jalen McEwen in the 2J inside row number 2. Dylan Jones in the 26 will start in 4th out of Ville. Kali'i Ponton out of Chino Valley by way of Hawaii in the 48P starts 5th. Tyke Miles will be 6th. Braden Whitfield 7th. Casey Murdoch 8th. Scott Francoeur 9th as the green flag is ready to wave. And this 8-lap heat race is underway. And we've got a little bit of action in turns 1 and 2 in the bad manner. But it looks like Tyke Miles is going to flip the U and keep going, and it'll be Bryson Curry, your early race leader, the 101 BC.
Curry, a race leader, but he's got to get a little giddy up because he's got Dylan Jones trying to breathe down the back bumper. Down the back straightaway they will go. Jalen McEwen in that 3rd spot. Scott Francoeur in 4th, and then you'll have Keely Ponton. The top 5 as they all make their way down the front straightaways. Here comes Francoeur looking to pick up a 3rd spot. It's now Francoeur one more up as he'll get around Jalen McEwen for position number 3. Caution flag comes out. Car up against the wall over here in turn 4.
Looks like George Franzman Jr. in the green and orange 41 Junior. And that is a lucky break for the 21 Junior of Tyke Miles. Now, if you're new to IMCA racing or with the race procedures here, it's like, why didn't he just stop and just stay there? Well, it's a one and done rule. If you're the cause of the caution, you only get one chance in a heat race. So you've got one. You have nothing. It's not like 2 and done in some places for heats and 3 and done in the main event. It's not like that, and it allows for these drivers to know that to race on the air of caution, I guess is what I'm trying to say, and that you don't have an extra caution to fall back on, so to speak. So Franzman, I didn't see what happened there, Tanner, but he may need a little bit more assistance than just looks like the right front might be bound up a little bit. And I thought he might have got sort of in that little scrap in turns 1 and 2 on the initial start. Well, might have a flat right front tire, courtesy of the Sarge shot. Big shout out to the IMCA TV production and camera team that have been working so hard, been putting in so many hours to bring you great flag-to-flag coverage. By the way, if you're on the live looking, whether it's YouTube or Facebook, order up for the rest of tonight's racing action by visiting IMCA TV and buying your viewing pass for the rest of the night. Bryson Curry, we mentioned, won this race last year. He is going to lead the field out of the DRD graphics restart zone, and we're backing away with 2 laps complete and 6 to go.
Once again, back on the loud pedal, and here comes the 26 of Dylan Jones to the inside. He'll be the new race leader down the back straightaway. Got some cars sliding around. That's McEwen in the 2J off the pace and a little slideways, but now new race leader here off the restart. It's going to be Dylan Jones in the 26.
Dylan Jones, the standout pavement racer down in Tucson. He was 5th last night in car number 26. Oh boy, we've got troubles, and it looks like Scott Francoeur in the 75F is going to be pointed in the wrong direction. As of right now, we are going to stay green, and that will be the case, and we'll be halfway home. 4 in and 4 to go.
Off into 1, top 3 go. It's Jones, Curry, and Murdoch, the shiny 7X machine. The 7X5 back there with a little bit of mud on it. That's Braden Whitfield. It's off through 3 and 4 they go. You can see Murdoch trying to get to the inside of Bryson Curry, give him another spot in on the passing points. Looking for 5 more as they try to go off into turn number 1, nose to tail. It's Murdoch still hunting for 2nd.
About to wrap this one up when they make their way out of the 4th and final bend. It'll be 2 laps to go. Race for 2nd, Bryson Curry and Casey Murdoch. Getting interesting, Murdoch has not made a main event. Now, he had his race car just destroyed on Friday in the B main while running towards a transfer position. and Brad Whitfield in the other Murdoch-looking car. So if you're chewing on some spearmint gum and you're seeing double, you're not going crazy. Nothing's wrong with what you're smacking on. You're seeing two different cars with the same body panels and the same color scheme. Is the race for second going to come down in this final lap? Dylan Jones trying to put the finishing touches on it, though, as he comes out of turn number 4 and is going to grab the checkered flag. Dylan Jones, your winner of heat race number 1 of 4 for the Friesen Performance IMC Northern Sport Mods. Bryson Curry second, Casey Murdoch third. Kalei Ponton will finish in 4th, Tyke Miles 5th, Brad Whitfield 6th, Jalen McEwen 7th, Scott Francoeur and George Franzman Jr. the rest of the finishing order. All right, well, this is our final heat race. If you want to see more more action here at the Showdown presented by Toast Construction, go on to IMCA TV. Final heat race for you, My Race Pass live look-in viewers, to be specific, as we deliver the lineup. Tyler Johnson in car number 75, the National Rookie of the Year and the Arizona State Champion from Levine in car 75, starts inside pole to his outside. Rex Hazley in the 06.
Joey Jock lines up inside of row number 2 out of Mesa in the 79J. Outside from Tucson, it's Kevin Rashner in the 03 car. Buddy Olszewska from Tracy, California, the 63 in row number 3. Outside, it's Anthony Madrid out of Phoenix in the 5M. Cameron Spangler from Dove Creek, Colorado, the 216. Eric Weinmiller, last night's feature winner out of Casa Grande in the 44. Jeremy Smith out of Vail, the 27. Your final starter here at Heat 2 for the Sport Mods.
Tyler Johnson, he was 4th last night, finished 5th on night number 1, so been pretty consistent as far as the top 5s are concerned. Rex Hazley didn't make the feature last night, but was 17th on Friday. Green is out, and Johnson slow on the start in car 75.
Johnson will go from the point all the way to the tail end of the field. Losing powers, he's going to look to pull it into the infield. So now your race leader, it's going to be Rex Hazley in the blue and orange 06 machine. Back behind him, it's an Angry Hornet's Nest led by the 79 of Joey Jock. That's second place. Watch that 5M machine. Anthony Madrid in third, starting to squeak up towards the top of the field.
Eric Weinmiller and Anthony Madrid, they put on a show for the battle for second on Friday night. Now they're finding themselves in close proximity with each other, possibly challenging for third, although Anthony Madrid concentrating his efforts on the race for second, trying to overtake Joey Jock, and he's got it at the start-finish line on lap number 2.
Madrid now to second. Weinmiller follows through into third. Is Jock going to go back to 4th? As they rush down the back straightaway. And here we go. Not about making it 3 wide there is got Joey Jock trying to do a little damage control right now. Now we're going to go 3 wide down the front straightaway. Beep, beep coming through. So here comes the 216 of Cameron Spangler. Going to get that 5th spot at the line. I'll slide it across the nose of 63 of Buddy Olszewska. Olszewska now back up into the 5th spot.
Yeah, great racing here. Very, very strategic and methodical as far as overtakes are concerned with some of these drivers, is Rex Hazley holding on as of right now, but he's got Madrid and Weinmiller right behind him. Weinmiller trying to go for second, and we've got a couple cars getting together in turn number 2. That's going to result in a yellow flag. It looks like Cameron Spangler, the 2019 New Mexico State champ and Aztec Speedway champion, getting linked up with Buddy Olszewska, also a 2-time champion at Fairground Speedway in Cortez, winning titles in 2021 and most recently 2023. Talking about Spangler. Tyler Johnson had to pull in early. That's a heartbreak, and that's definitely a storyline we're going to keep close to, as he's a candidate to possibly have won this thing. So your race leader, Rex Hazley. Anthony Madrid will hold on to second, as Eric Weinmiller was trying to perform the pass for position 2. Joey Jock 4th. Olszewska and Spangler were 5th and 6th respectively, but Jeremy Smith, another one of those drivers that is renowned and successful on the pavement scene, I believe is going to restart in position number 5. Then the 03, haven't seen the 03 of all weekend long until tonight. Kevin Rissasher from the Tucson area.
So lights are out. Your lineup is good. So the light's going to go give him one more trip around here before we get ready to go back. 4 laps remaining here in heat number 2 for your Sport Mods. In the 06 of Rex Hazley. Up front, lights will go out this time. We'll see him out of the DRD graphics restart zone next time around.
Hazley in the 06. Again, you win your heat race. It's not a guarantee that you're going to be starting towards the front, but it is a very good possibility you're going to be starting you're going to be among the top 16 and locked in the feature. So very important for Rex Hazley to finish what he started. He's got 4 laps to stay in P1, but Anthony Madrid going to rip the top in the 5M, and he's looking for the race lead down the back straightaway.
Madrid's got the race lead as he'll go off into 3. Weinmiller, once again, going to try to follow the other white and orange car up through the field as they've been together all race long. So Madrid will lead the lap as Halsey back into second, under fire from Weinmiller. Now Halsey going to go back to the inside. He'll try to take the lead away once again from Anthony Madrid.
Well, now here comes Eric Weinmiller to the party to try and make it a 3-car battle for P1 as it's 3 to go that last time around, this time by just 2 trips around the speedway.
Side by side for second as Hazley up top, Weinmiller looking to the inside. See which line's going to prevail there out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway, and it's going to be the 44. Last night's feature winner, Eric Weinmiller, up into that second spot as it come out of turn number 4. This time it's going to be Anthony Madrid seeing the white flag.
One more trip around the speedway for Anthony Madrid. Eric Weinmiller race for third in the balance. You've got the 06 of Hazley, the 27 of Jeremy Smith, but behind both of them, the 216 of Cameron Spangler going to make it 3 wide as they go into turn 3. Great race for the 3rd spot, and that's going to come down to the wire as Anthony Madrid wins heat race number 2. It'll be Eric Weinmiller in second. Third will be Jeremy Smith. Cameron Spangler recovers for 4th. Rex Hazley 5th. Joey Jock 6th. Kevin Rissasher will finish in 7th. Buddy Oshefka 8th, and 9th, Tyler Johnson. Well, we are going to have to bid you adieu for the My Race Pass live look-in. Be sure to go on to IMCA TV and order your viewing pass for the rest of the night. Also, check out that IMCA TV replay subscription. Until then, we will see you next time, and we will return here for heat race number 3 for the Friesen Performance IMCA Northern Sport Mods. And gridding up, it'll be Clay Erickson, who has been very, very fast. A plus 15 last night. Last night's hard charger starting inside pole. Lupe Gomez in the 7K. Those 2 drivers from Phoenix make up